My next Patreon question is from Asian Avenger, who wants to know about the casting choices for movie musicals. Something that really annoys me when Hollywood does a musical, either original or adapted from the stage, is that they cast A-list celebrity actors who cannot sing. Why doesn't Hollywood try to cast actors who do musical theater or at least had training when making musicals? It does often happen when a musical is made that a big movie star is selected to play a role when someone with a musical theater background would have done just as well or better. Sometimes it works out fine, and other times the result does not sound great. People tend to attribute this to modern musicals, but this happened in classic movie musicals too. One of the most famous examples is when Audrey Hepburn was cast in My Fair Lady instead of Julie Andrews. Andrews had received acclaim for playing Eliza Doolittle on stage, but because she'd never done a movie before, Jack Warner insisted on casting someone with more name recognition. Hepburn did originally sing the songs herself, and if you listen to those recordings, she performed them quite nicely. However, the decision was then made to have Marni Nixon dub over her. Andrews' lack of screen experience did not seem to bother Walt Disney, as he specifically wanted her to play Mary Poppins after seeing her in Camelot. So it worked out for her in the end, even winning the Oscar. Hepburn was not nominated for My Fair Lady, which was partially blamed on her singing being dubbed. Marni Nixon also dubbed over Natalie Wood's singing voice in West Side Story, who was similarly partly cast for name recognition. Wood's singing is okay, but nothing special, although my issue of her performance is more that she was miscast as Maria. I remember when Spielberg's adaptation of West Side Story was released, I saw a few comments online from people declaring that Natalie Wood is the only Maria. Even ignoring the fact that she did not originate the role on stage, and plenty of other actresses have played the role since her, she's still a white actress of Russian descent playing a Puerto Rican. In brownface, no less. One of the things Spielberg insisted on with his version was that Latino actors play the Latin American roles, and that they would not have to change their natural skin colors. When I think of a movie musical that really botched the casting, Mamma Mia immediately comes to mind. That was a movie that seemed to go for star power over actual ability at singing the songs, and it shows. I know I'm far from the first person to say this, but watching Mamma Mia really does feel like watching a bunch of famous people do drunken karaoke to ABBA songs. The biggest offender is Pierce Brosnan. He sounds so much like he's straining to hit those notes. What's particularly odd is even Meryl Streep does not sound that great, despite proving in other movies that she does have singing chops. I think the only actor who came out unscathed in Mamma Mia is Amanda Seyfried. Another off-site example of a famous actor who struggled to sing in a musical is Emma Watson in Beauty and the Beast. She certainly tries her best and puts her heart into it, but the filmmakers decide to auto-tune her singing. It does not help that the other actors like Luke Evans, Josh Gad, and Audra McDonald sound a lot more natural performing the songs. Interesting enough, Watson was originally cast to play the lead role in La La Land, but had to drop out when she signed on to Beauty and the Beast. Someone who was immediately mocked when the movie was released was Russell Crowe in Les Miserables. I'm actually going to defend him though. A lot of people thought he sounded rough, but I don't expect the lovely singing voice to come out of Inspector Javert. I'm not saying he was great or anything, but I thought his vocal range sounded right for that character. If he had been cast as Jean Valjean and sang like that, then it would have been a wrong fit. Crowe himself responded to these criticisms, saying he understood where people were coming from, and that the singing could have been sweetened and made softer, but that director Tom Hooper was aiming for realism of the film and the musical performances. I have noticed in recent years, though, that Hollywood directors and producers are looking to stage actors more for musicals. Rachel Zegler received a lot of her acclaim for roles in a local high school stage musicals before being cast as Maria in Spielberg's West Side Story. Spielberg also cast Ariana DeBose, Mike Face, Brian Darcy James, and other actors of extensive Broadway and off-Broadway experience. For the upcoming film adaptation of Wicked, Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, and Ethan Slater are among the lead actors. With that said, you do have examples of big-name movie actors who have done excellent work in musicals. Renee Zellweger, Nicole Kidman, and Emily Blunt gave excellent performances in their respective movie musicals, despite a lack of experience in musical theater. Like anything, it's all about casting the right actor who hopefully has all the chops to deliver the demands of the role. Thank you for your question, Asian Avenger.